you guys ready to go through the heels series together? I am. And I brought my dance satin heels today. So we're gonna go through how to activate the feet with PressEX in heels. To have strong feet is to have a strong body. So let's get connected with PressEX through our feet. Using the bar with the heels on, you'll notice the difference. Because we're on the tippy toe like a heel, we're able to be rolling in and rolling out a lot easier, and that's going to help us with our stability when we walk, because we naturally go through eversion and inversion on our foot, supination and pronation as we walk, and so that's a natural movement, and we want to be very stable when we're in situations where we're slightly off balance or we're doing something difficult, if you're a dancer with your body, or if you're just wearing heels out at the club if you're dancing, or whatever you might be doing. We can't find ourselves stumbling, and we need to be looking and walking our best and using our best biomechanics when we wear our heels. The whole thing with toe strength is it acts like piano keys and chords for the rest of your body. The toe strength is actually one of the main things that help people with hip pain, back pain, and knee pain. I'm gonna grab my PressEX bar and I'm gonna put it over. One of our press points is gonna be on the cuboid joint area, which is on the outside here. So where this bump is, you just come down and it's on the outside. And then the other area, you're gonna find the other bump on the other ankle and come down diagonally forward, and it's gonna be this area here. So the motion that your feet are gonna be doing, the press motion. For the first one, your feet are gonna be slightly turned out, and then to press on the inside of the bar here, you're gonna be slightly rolling the feet in. So step one is you're bringing the feet apart, and step two, you're going to be rolling the ankles in just a little bit. I'm going to move the PressEX U bar to a position of 3 pegs. So now I'm going to put my toe splayers on, because I always like to wear my toe splayers during these activations. And I'm going to dome it over the top of my foot. And so as you see, the inside of the bar here is domed over the top, turning my feet out slightly, and I'm going to be pressing in. I'm going to stand up to show you. So turned out, and then slightly rolling the ankles in. So rolling the ankles in as I keep the toes spread. Good, and we could do the same with the other press point. We can slightly roll the ankles out as we're toed in over the cuboid joint press point. So that's what we're gonna do to warm up. So if you haven't already, just start splaying your toes, which means just start spreading them out and relaxing. Start spreading them out and relaxing, because the feet is the window to the entire body. So what we need to do is we need to activate spreading our toes and pressing them into the ground, spreading those toes and pressing them into ground. Keep going. Spread the feet, press them into the ground, spread the toes, press them into the ground. And we really want to think about spreading what we call the foot knuckles. So the foot knuckles are going to be right under the balls of your feet, and there's going to be 5. So that's the area that we want to really start pressing through. And then also the heel. And if we connect the dots, it's a triangle. To further the warm up, we spread and press into the ground as we're stretching over and getting that hamstring stretch. So spread and press, spread and press. So let's get our heels out. I brought my dance satin heels today, and of course as I'm dancing I'm not using the toe splayers. Now we're going to go ahead and put on our heels, take off the toe splayers, and use the bar with our heels on.
I feel this more like on my stomach, like the core.
Really relaxing. Like, it's really crazy.
I really feel like I'm floating right now.
It's like a release. It's just so comfortable. It's really cool. It makes me feel like my back just relaxed. It's weird. Like, it makes me like sit up straight.
Let's put on our heels. Okay, so now I have my heels on and I'm ready to go. So I'm locating the press point in the front here, and that is going to be right over the subtalar joint on the front. So let's put our bar on. I'm gonna get my feet about the right distance apart, dome it over the top, feet turned out just a little bit, bar at about a 45-degree angle. You're gonna have to feel where the bar is comfortable. And now you wanna get a surface where you can hold on to, just in case your balance is a little bit off. So the key here is to try to spread your toes in your shoes, whatever is allowable by the shoes that you have on, and then you're gonna slowly raise up into your toes and back down. And you're gonna keep the pressure consistently on the bar, whether you're up tall whether you're mid-level or whether you're down onto your heel. And then come up, and I'm not holding on to anything, so it's a little bit harder on my balance. It's really testing to see what's possible. So if you need to, please hold on to something. And I'm gonna do about 20 of these. And of course, I'm wearing my shoes, so your movement's limited a little bit, but you'll still get that good resistance and that good exercise. Okay, now coming out, you're gonna slightly toe in here, come up, keep that pressure on the bar out on the cuboid joint consistently the whole time. Come up, down with the heels, raise the toes, lower and back down. Come up, press out a little bit more if you have balance at the top there. Lift the toes up and back down. And if the bar drops like that, you know you're doing it wrong. And that's where you break the consistency, and that's where you don't get the pressure exercise of PressEX. Now we're gonna move the bar to the press point above the lateral malleolus and medial malleolus. So this is the bump here, and this is our place for reference. So now we're gonna come up, and if you feel a hard bone, we're gonna slightly go behind the hard bone to do this next exercise. So the same thing, we're gonna do it on the inside and outside of the foot and ankle. So it's gonna be here is gonna be the press point. And then on the other side, it's going to be here is our press point, okay? So here we go, same thing. I'm gonna put the bar now over the back of my feet here and slightly turned out when we go on the inside. So this time we're using, again, the inside surface of that bar. So we're putting it here, turning out the feet, pushing inside, and then we're gonna come up, back down, lift the toes up, and back down. Come up, keeping that pressure consistent, and then if you can, give the bar an extra little squeeze, not as hard as you can, again, only about 50% of what you can do. Hold it consistent and give a little bit extra at the top. Come back down, lift the toes, and back down. Come up onto the balls of your feet. If you can, bonus if you can start coming higher on those toes and really using those feet. Back down. Ooh, good job. That is a lot of strengthening on those feet. Okay, now let's go to the outside. So we're going above the ankle. Take your PressEX U-bar, toe in for this one. Slightly roll the ankles out. Come up onto the toes. If you can, bonus, if you can start coming up onto the tip tops of the toes. That takes a lot of foot and toe strength though, but you can develop that with PressEX. Okay, great job guys. So happy foot doming for your heels. Get those strong feet.